Always talk to the patient directly over the relative. This is obviously when possible and they are awake, and keeping in mind autonomy and maintaining patient confidentiality. So, our question for this rule is, you're working on a respiratory ward. This ward is attached to a nationally acclaimed academic department. There are posters advertising research projects in all patient care areas. You overhear a patient telling a relative that he is concerned that his personal information will be used in research and made available for all to see. Rank in order the appropriateness of the following actions. Pause and do the ranking. So the answer is C, D, B, A, E. Why is that? So C is, ask the patient why he has concerns about the confidentiality of his personal information. Perfect. You're going to the patient yourself, you're asking them directly, although they were telling a relative about this problem, but you want to talk to the patient and solve the misunderstanding directly. The next best option is D, reassuring the patient that the research will not be carried out using their personal information without seeking his permission. So you're not actually exploring his concern, but you are basically telling him what happened, and that's why it's less appropriate than C, which is more of an open-ended kind of a question. B, ask the ward manager if communication can be provided to patients explaining that patients' involvement in research is only carried out with their permission. So this is more of a, you're delegating it to someone else and it's going to be done in due time, but you haven't actually solved this patient's immediate concern now. And so it's less appropriate than the other two. But it's more of an official way of handling the problem than A, which is you tell a nurse that you overheard and ask if they can reassure the patient regarding their concerns. You're basically delegating the task to someone who this isn't meant to be their job. The ward manager making a communication that's official and giving it to the patient, still her job. But you delegating your job to a nurse and telling her what you overheard and then telling her to go and talk to the patient is quite a roundabout way, although it will get the job done. And then the last one is E, which is to inform the patient's relative that his information will not be used without his permission. Again, although the conversation happened between the patient and the relative, it would just always be best to go and talk to the patient themselves rather than have the information conveyed in a roundabout way through someone else. So that's that.